One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to Amon G. Carter Stadium in Fort Worth, home to the TCU Horned Frogs. As we'll see the number 16 team in the country, the Houston Cougars, taking on another unit from the Big 12, the TCU Horned Frogs. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. And the Horned Frogs will put total leather to crank us up. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So Houston's offense is on the field for the first time today. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster, man. I think when you turn on the tape this week, you saw it, man. So many different ways he could hurt you, and he could be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And their first objective this week, Palmer, is to stop that dude.
Yeah, they know the entire offense goes through him. All week long, they've been stressing. Tackling, staying in your gaps, waiting at the point of attack, getting as many hats to the football as humanly possible because you can't shut this guy down. You can only hope to contain him, but what a challenge this defense faces today.
Quick pass on the jet motion. Turning it on. Inside the 30. The 10. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Houston. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So TCU's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And the story is going to be in this one. Will this quarterback be able to operate before that big fella on the defensive front gets right in his grill, Jesse?
And listen, he's one of the best quarterbacks in the country, but he better play with the clock in his head in this one. He's not going to have a lot of time. There were a lot of quarterbacks around the SEC that probably felt this way back when they played the Georgia Bulldogs and David Pollack, right?
Yeah, especially those real teams with Jordan Davis and Nolan Smith and Jalen Carter. But, like, here's what's fun. You can't throw the ball off your back. And that's what this guy's going to try to do. Get to the quarterback, affect him. The bottom line is every quarterback...
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
And that's not a good sign for this offense. You gave up 4 sacks a week ago. Now you're already getting your quarterback hit. They've got to protect their dude. They got to give him more time so he can make plays down the field. Protection is the biggest issue for this offense.
Going to try to get it himself. All right, guys, let's think a little bit about big picture TCU. It has been a season to forget, and honesty compels us to say changes are probably coming.
I'm not sure, but I think Reese Davis just fired a coach. Is that what I heard? I'm pretty sure that's what just happened. Listen, hasn't gone well. You've heard the outside noise continuing to get louder and louder, haven't met expectations. And this is the business we live in college sports, when you get paid a lot of money to do a job and you don't perform.
Listen, at the end of the day in college football, it's results-oriented. They have lost football games this year, and so all signs right now pointing to them potentially making that change before next season. If they're going to stay competitive and they're going to field the best team and program possible.
And that ball is intercepted at the goal line. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
A lot of quarterbacks have so much confidence that they can fit the ball in tight windows. How about the defensive player right here making an unbelievable interception, forcing the turnover, big play, big momentum swing.
Going the other way, and he's got room. He rolls all the way up to the 40-yard line before going out of bounds in this running game, making an impact. Starting this drive like that is exactly what they'd hoped for. Now 1st and 10 from the 40. That's reeled in. It's Johnson. They make this. To pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Looking to pass. It's Wegman. Caught near the sticks. It's Connors. Make the stop at the 40, but he's got 15 yards on that one and a 1st down.
As a head coach, you love to see your quarterback locked in early in games. And in the first drive, leads the offense down to a touchdown, throws a TD pass, and here he is again, making a really good decision and a very accurate throw to pick up that 1st down.
And the Cougars come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Handoff from the gun. And the defense stops him just short of the 1st down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. The Cougars have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Back to pass. Caught near the sticks. It's Connors. There he goes. The chunk plays that they love, and he takes it all the way down to the 10. The Cougars had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Wants to throw on 1st down. Caught in the backfield. It's Sanford. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Cougars!
I love it. Nice play call, nice design. Get the ball to your speedster and let him do the rest. Try to find a way to isolate guys and get matchups, and you did it with your running back, slash receiver there, and he did the rest.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. 1st snap of the drive from the 25. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Finds his big tight end. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37. Wide receiver going in motion. Back to pass. It's Hoover. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Looking to fire. With the catch, it's Payne. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Quarterbacks love the short passing game early in games because it really helps them get into a rhythm. So nice job by the offensive coordinator giving his quarterback an easy throw, something he can see, and something that he knows he can complete.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it.
You know, one of the things I hated as a quarterback was the blitzes from the inside linebackers because those guys end up in your hip pocket quickly. It's really hard to step into throws when you've got inside linebackers bringing the heat.
Touchdown, Houston. Hello. Special teams proving to be special. That return man saw daylight the instant the ball touched his hands, and he darted to it and took it to the house.
And Reese, I think it's one of the hardest things to do in football, to catch the ball as all these guys are flying around you, and you got to take it, make them miss, try to find spaces and creases that aren't there. Great job making a huge play. Special teams and punt returns coming up big.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. They haven't exactly really burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Snagged out of the air. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. That's the end of the period, and Houston has the lead. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. He'll sneak it. And the offense with no intention to draw the defense off sides. They want to run on fourth down. Has to get there to move the sticks. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on fourth down.
Man, first half being that aggressive on your side of the field, that's a different world. Like, you live in the analytics world, and I know people say go for it more often. I don't see the point in going for it on that one early in the game in that situation.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Let's talk for a second about Houston. With just a few games remaining, they're atop the conference standings. Jesse, how hard is it not to look ahead at this point?
Really, really hard, because everybody's talking about the conference championship, who you might play. You still got to deal, you still got to take care of business on the field today. That's the most important thing. It's been a phenomenal season up to this point, David. Great things ahead, potentially, but you got to win this one today.
Well, and I think that's what's really important. It's a great start, and now it's about finishing the season. To be at the top is awesome, but you can't lose a conference game or two conference games and get yourself out of the mix here right at the end when you're so close to the finish line.
And the last thing they need is to squander this great field position facing a third and long. Makes the catch. It's Johnson. And he takes it all the way down to the 10-yard line. An explosive play for this offense. Houston coming to the line with a new set of downs. He'll ride his man on the option. Now the toss. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
Just really solid play by this offense. Nice job. Whatever the defense gives you the option, they're trying to make you wrong. The problem is, defensively, you got so much to cover. Nice chunk game. Just remember, that quarterback can also stick his foot in the ground, get north-south, and make plays too.
Trying to impose their will with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Houston. Hello.
You talk about going on the road and making a statement. 27-0. Hostile environment be danged. You talk about home field advantage. Well, it hasn't worked. They have come in and had answers and started this first half as good as you possibly can.
And he's coming out of the end zone. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time. It put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it. They rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on third down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
Back to throw, it's Hoover. Almost a D lineman's dream, but he couldn't hang on. It'll be third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, trying to convert through the air. Grab near the sticks. It's McAllister. Breaks into the open. He's at the... And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Horned Frog.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch. They've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Working that left side now. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Got it done in the passing game on the last play, and let's see what they do on first down. They'll go back to the ground. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
Man, last week was great for this young man. But man, again, showing you he can do it at a high level. Just working the whole field, using different guys. He is absolutely on fire right now.
Quarterback making adjustments. Looking for a man. It's Wegman. Makes the catch. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. First down, 10 yards to go.
Yeah, it's nice to have guys like this on third down, on money downs that you can go to, and you know he's going to win. Hit the gas, hit the brakes, create a little bit of separation. Nice job.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Grab near the marker. It's Broussard. Slicing and dicing through this defense, and they've got it down to the 23. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Looking downfield on first down. Finds his big tight end. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Gonna look downfield again. Grab near the marker. It's Johnson. He stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it 1st and goal from the 1. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. This offense has put on a display in the first half, and they have a chance to attack another. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Cougars.
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball, but man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
He'll return it. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Plenty of time to work. Not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Got a man. It's Payne. And makes the tackle at the 23 after he got 10. The Horned Frogs want to crank the tempo. To the air. It's Hoover. Throws to the wideout. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking. And the Horned Frogs have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. He's got an open man. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 46-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Got a man, it's Barnes. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. Last completion got them a first down. Let's see what they do now. Off the play fake. Pocket breaking down. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
And with that incompletion, man, this crowd, I don't know that they are really happy about what's going on. I mean, they already built a deficit, and they don't have a lot to cheer about. They got to get some kind of rhythm, something going on this offense to ignite this fan base.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. The Horned Frogs come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. And in the final seconds of the first half, they'll send out the field goal unit. Splits the uprights, it's good. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. You've had yourselves a superb broadcast so far in Fort Worth. And it's clear the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half. And with that, back to Amon G. Carter Stadium and our outstanding broadcast team.
Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. They'll run the RPO and throw it right.
And watch the offensive line here. They all block run. Because they're blocking run, the quarterback decides, oh, I got a favorable matchup. He dumps it out to the right, makes the right read, gets a nice positive gain.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Had to throw it before he wanted. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss. And the Horned Frogs come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Dropping back, it's Hoover. He lobs one high down the left side. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
This is a situation here in the 3rd quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
The Horned Frogs look to keep this drive humming. Caught behind the line. It's James. He's loose. Touchdown, TCU. Once he got some room, it was over. Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments, and they go blah, 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 blah. And then sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now. But it might be too little too late, but at least you got the party started.
And he's going to bring this one out. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. The Houston offense ready to go back to work. They still have a cushion, but you don't want to feed that hope with unproductive drives. Cole finds his man on the left. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Line getting set on 2nd down. Back to pass. With the catch, it's Connors. Still on his feet at the 40. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Here comes the offense on 1st down. Gets the back moving. Touch pass on the jet sweep. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. And the Cougars have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Got his man quickly. Boy, that was a precision play all the way around. Throw, catch, tackle, bang, bang, bang. 3rd and short now from their own 48. Extending the play. Fires downfield. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. First snap of this drive comes from the 32. They go to the ground. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to throw, it's Hoover. Under fire. And just too much on that pass. Too high, too wide, out of bounds, and incomplete. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive. Trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Snatches it on the right. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
He's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. The running tackle here. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Line is set on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. A shot toward the end zone. And that one's incomplete as they tried to hit him with a big play on the final snap of the 3rd quarter. 4th quarter is coming up. That's the end of the quarter, and Houston has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different, bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. Looking for space, it's Connor.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Looking downfield, it's Wegman. Trying to set up the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Good timing on the quick out. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, this defense has given up some big plays in this game so far, but they've got a lot of talent on that side of the football. Someone has to step up here, make a play, get a stop, and put their team in a position to win.
They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing. You need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run. When they're going between the tackles, this defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
The Cougars can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Handoff to the lone back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They'll snap it from the 48 on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught close to the marker, it's Broussard. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. This Houston offense about to snap it on 1st down again. Rides the back and leaves it. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. This offense could not have executed in this situation any better, just draining some time off the clock. Leaves it with the running back. Had to work to pick up 3 down to the 33-yard line. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and in all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Oh, he's got some space.
Everything going the offense's way. They're trying to ice this game late. They've got a really nice lead, so you just want to run the ball, high percentage throws, and keep the chains moving, and they're doing that. This has been a beautiful drive to watch. Offense continues to stay in a nice rhythm here late.
Motion from the wide receiver. The give. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. If they can pick up a yard here on 2nd down, that might put this one in the books. Power ahead. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. 3rd and goal for the offense. Pushes toward the goal line. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Houston. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
And how about it, man? Just aggressiveness. When you've already got the lead. You got a comfortable lead. You're sitting pretty, but this offense, actually this coach says, I want more. I want to get this onside kick, and not only do they try it, they get it.
Blasted as he lets it go. Winning can become a habit. Now they've won back-to-back games and probably building a little confidence from that.
And you want it to be a habit. That's what you talk about as a coach week after week. Let's build. Let's create momentum and continue to build on